Hello students, good morning. Today we will start a new topic, that is three-dimensional geometry. We have already done its basic in our previous class. Now today we will start what are the main objectives of this three-dimensional geometry, or what are the main applications in when two lines are there, when two planes are there. First of all, its main objective is equation of a line in space. Now in this chapter, we will learn that how many types of equations are in space and what are the conditions of their parallelism and perpendicular. Lines are to be parallel also, lines are to be perpendicular also. Then we will learn how we can find out the point of intersection. When there are two lines, it may be intersect at some points there. Then we will learn how many types of equation of a plane in space there and how we can find out that. Then again, condition of the parallel and perpendicular for the two planes. Now, distance between a point and a plane. Then we will learn the point of a intersection of a line and a plane. After that, we will learn the equation of a plane. Now, today we will start with the first topic, that is the equation of a line in a space. Now, there are main two type of equations there. One is the vector equation, one is the Cartesian equation. Now, what is the general form of vector equation? The vector equation, vector is always represented with the r. Then r vector is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap plus lambda ai cap plus bj cap plus c k cap. Now students, x1, y1 and z1, x1, y1 and z1 are the passing through points of the given line, and A, B, C are their direction ratios. Now, lambda is a parameter. Lambda is a parameter. Therefore, this equation is called the vector equation in parametric form because one parameter is there. Passing through points are separate. Directions ratios are separately there. Now, one is the more equation, that is the Cartesian equation. Cartesian equation general form is x minus x1 upon a, y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c, where x1, y1 and z1 are the passing through points and a, b, c are the direction ratio. Now, this is also called the Cartesian equation in symmetrical form because there is no any parameter and this is the position of the 3D and x, y, z is there, x, y, z is there, and passing through point may be here of a line, may be here of a line. That means this is called the symmetrical form. Symmetrical form. Now, if we want to find out their parametric form, then we will take again lambda is as a parameter here. Now, what is the point x here? Equation for x axis it will be x1 plus a lambda. Equation for y axis it will be y1 plus b lambda. Equation for z-axis it will be z1 plus c lambda. Now, when two lines are to be intersect in the space, some angle will be definitely there. Then, in this topic too, we will also learn how to find out the angle between the two lines. Now, when direction ratios are given there, then what is the formula of the line? Angle line. Let A1, B1, C1 are the direction ratio of first line and A2, B2 and C2 are the direction ratio of second line. As we know, when two lines are intersect, then cosine angle is there. That means cos theta modulus. We always take their position as a positive. A1 E2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 divided by under root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, magnitude of the first ratio. Then multiply magnitude of the second ratio. A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square under root. Now students, this value is always we take positive when angle lies in between 0 and 90 degree. But if angle lies in between 90 degree and 180 degree, then we will take one negative sign here. We will take all values with the help of the modulus positive value, but then we will put a negative sign there. Or you can say that if negative sign is there, then angle lies between 90 degree and 180 degree. Now these are the way how we can find out the angle when direction ratios are there. But when direction cosines are there, then we are having a simple formula to find out the angle. Let first line direction cosines in L1, M1 and N1. And the second line direction cosines are L2, M2 and N2. Then cosine angle, because cosine, then cosine angle modulus of L1 into L2, M1 into M2, N1 into N2. Modulus means angle is always in the positive form. Now for more understanding, we will take one or two examples there. First example, if the vector equation of the line is this one, vector equation is already given I cap, J cap and K cap. So first we will do the arrow method also there. Reduce in the Cartesian form. Same question may be there. Cartesian equation will be given to you and you have to find out the vector equation. Now, when vector equation is there, we will write down the vector equation here. Then we will separate the term I cap, J cap and K cap. And because we know vector equation is also in the parametric form and one lambda parameter is also there, then we will separate the parametric form with the direction ratio and with the passing through points. When we multiply 2i cap plus 3i cap lambda, to lambda value is separate and another value is separate there. Now, when we compare it in the general equation of parametric form, then it will be equal to vector r is equal to x1 I cap, y1 j cap, z1 k cap plus lambda ai cap, bj cap and ck cap. When we compare the values, x1 is equal to 2, y1 is equal to minus 1, z1 is equal to minus 6, a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to 2. Now, direction ratio are there, passing through points are there. We know the general equation of a Cartesian equation. Cartesian equation general form is x minus x1 upon a, y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c. Now we will put the value of x1, we will put the value of y1, we will put the value of z1. Same value of a, b and c. And we are having the Cartesian equation there. Now I am taking one more example in which we will learn how we can find out the angle and when points are there. If point A is 832, B is 714, C is 535 given to you, are the vertices of a triangle ABC and you have to find out the angle ABC. Now ABC, which two arms are making angle B? Center B, BA and BC. These two arms are making angle B here. That's why we should know the values of BA and BC vector. So point are given. Clear? So BA direction ratio. How we can find out the direction ratio for BA? 7 minus 8, BA. A point first, then point of B there. 8 minus 7, 3 minus 1, 2 minus 4. it will be equal to 1, 2 and minus 2. Same way, when we have to find out the value of BC, that is the value of second direction ratio, A2. Clear? So BC value of A2, B2 and C2 are BC. First we will write down the point C, then we will write down the point B. 5 minus 7, 3 minus 1, 5 minus 4. It will be equal to minus 2, 2 and 1. Now we are having the direction ratio of two lines, BA and BC. Now we can apply the formula there. According to formula, cos theta is equal to modulus of A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, magnitude of direction ratio of first line, direction ratio of second line. Now, because we have to find out the angle ABC, we will write down here cos angle ABC. 1 minus 2, 2 into 2 minus 2 into 1. And magnitude of first line, magnitude of second line. When we will solve these all values, because 4 and 4 cancel, the numerator will be equal to 0. So 0 by something is 0. So cos 0 means cos pi by 2. Pi by 2 means 90 degree. That means angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Now, I hope you people are able to solve this type of question and concept is also clear to you. Do more and more practice. I hope you people will do. Thank you.